South Carolina, my backyard. Nathaniel Nate Baker, a 21-year-old University of South Carolina student, was killed in a hit-and-run crash. Nate wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just riding his motorcycle. Then a car slams into him, or truck, and the driver takes off. The suspect, Rosely El Fernandez Cruz, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador, already deported back in 2018. But under the Biden administration, he made it right back in. By design, we know that, and I'm going to talk about that too. Not only that, though, he was on ICE's radar. They knew who he was. They knew he'd come back. But thanks to old Joe, wide open border policies, this man was walking around free. And now Nate's dead. Let me just show a picture of Nate real quick. And Nate's dead. Okay, that's the price we're paying. And while Americans are getting buried, guess what our neighbors up north are doing? Canada. They just banned over 300 plus firearms. And if that doesn't make it bad enough, they are shipping them to Ukraine. So you're disarmed, the war machine gets loaded up, and illegal immigrants walk free while good men die. This is what it looks like when a nation rots from the top down. So let's talk about it. All right, guys. So Black Scouts Survive. I didn't even do my daggum intro, man. We're no fluff, we're no filters, and we hit hard and we hit with truth. A lot of people don't like it. I lose more followers than I gain. But today's story ain't just news, guys. It's a warning, because like what happened to Nate could happen anywhere, and it could happen to any one of us or our kids or wives, husbands, you name it. And what just happened in Canada, what they did with their gun ban, that's the blueprint for what the left wants here in America. Disarm the people, flood the streets, anarcho-tyranny, I talk about this all the time, and make sure the only ones that have weapons are either criminals or foreign governments. And we're going to break all this down. Gun bans, open border, disaster, the push for permanent power, and how you can make yourself hard to kill in the middle of all this chaos. So let's roll with it, guys. Now, let me start off again with Nate Baker, man. He wasn't just a student. He was a brother. He was a son. He was a friend. He was a junior business major at the University of South Carolina, out riding his bike like any normal day. And now he's gone. He was a superior athlete, from what I understand, and just an all-around good guy. And why? Because the man who killed him shouldn't have even been here to begin with. Fernandez Cruz had already been deported. During Joe Biden's administration, they not only had open borders, man, but they tied the hands of ICE and Border Patrol. But here's the kicker, guys. Here's the kicker. This same government, we just found out last week through Elon Musk, has been handing out Social Security numbers to illegal immigrants like it was Halloween candy. You heard that right. And this is actually what I was talking about months ago. I was talking about this was going to be the play. They were going to inject voters in the system. And all the left was saying, no, that's impossible. Why do you think also the left is pushing? You have Cory, Booker, the guy who broke his fellow Democrat, Strom Thurmond, the racist, his record, right? Because all Democrats are racist. And he broke the record for the filibuster. But he was saying that it's racist to ask for ID when you vote. Now, not only did they give them Social Security numbers, they gave them benefits, they gave them protection, they gave them IDs. Why? Because their whole goal is simple, man. Flip the voter base. Flood the country with guaranteed future Democrats. Allow them to commit crimes against honest, hardworking Americans like ourselves. Make sure the numbers are so stacked that you never lose another election. And Nate's death wasn't just tragic, it was preventable. And his blood is on the hands of the people who let this system happen, and any son of a gun that is for that nonsense. Now let's talk about, let's cross the border up north, and Canada has just banned 324 firearms under the excuse of public safety. Check this video out.
Is adding a further 324 unique makes and models.
let me just say, anytime someone says it's for your safety, guys, run the other direction.
Of assault-style firearms to the list of prohibited firearms in Canada. This prohibition takes effect immediately. This means these firearms
immediately, no grandfathering, none of that. Just they're gone.
Can no longer be legally used, sold, or imported in Canada, and can only be transferred or transported under extremely limited circumstances. As part of that process, the government of Canada has committed to the Ukrainian government to identify whether some of these guns could be donated to support the fight for democracy in Ukraine.
So, not that destroying them would be any better, but they're not being destroyed. They're being shipped to Ukraine. That's why, like my limited edition shirt that we had a while back, when the government says we don't need a gun, you need a gun. Okay, that's true. These guys right here figured that out the hard way. Now, let's talk about what's on the list, man. Things like AR-15s, M14s, Swiss Arms, the classic green rifles, CZ Brenz, Robinson Arms. These aren't black market weapons. These aren't war crime tools. These are rifles used by everyday law-abiding citizens for hunting, sport, or self-defense, or protecting yourself from a tyrannical government, which they absolutely don't want at all. They don't want that. Now, Trudeau's government is loading them up to send them to Ukraine because apparently you having a rifle is dangerous to protect yourself, but Zelensky having a stockpile, that is A-OK, guys. This is how the clown world operates, man. It's not just incompetence. It's all by design. This is part of the globalist playbook. Disarm your citizens, keep the borders open, funnel weapons and billions to foreign governments, keep wars alive across the world, and tell your own people to sit down, shut up, and just take the jab, wear the mask, eat the cricket. You can look at the pattern, man. Australia disarmed in 1996. Now they'll arrest you, put you in a camp for not wearing a mask. You'll be put in a camp. UK banned handguns, and now they're going after freaking butter knives, right? China, the most disarmed society on earth, and no doubt the most controlled. Gun control is not about safety. It's about obedience, and I don't care what anyone tells you, man. This is what you call a double standard. You own a rifle, you're a threat. What? A foreign government owns the same rifle, and they call it aid. And they're handing weapons out to randos in freaking Ukraine. They're disappearing. They're winding up all over the place, man. They're being sold on the black market. You question election integrity, and you're an extremist. And it doesn't matter what place on earth you're at. They're going to call you that. They give social security numbers to illegals, and they call that equity. Two systems, two Americas. It's a globalist agenda, and one for you and one for the people they actually care about, which is freaking themselves. You're not crazy no matter what they say. The media will tell you that. Everyone will tell you that. You're not paranoid. You're just awake, guys. That's what this is. And I want to know right now in the comments, let me ask you right now, if they came for your guns, would you give them up? Would you just say, man, you know what? It's okay. Just one rifle. Or just say, come and take it. Drop in the comments. I want to know who has a spine in this country and not. I'm sure most of my subscribers are, but I'm sure I still got a few lefties following me. And I want to hear, let's have a debate in the comments. That's what I want to know. Now, let's shift gears for a moment because this isn't just about laws and borders. It's about you. It's about me. Are you dangerous? Can you fight? Can you endure? And can you protect your home? You know, I always talk about, if you ever watched the Watchmen film, which if you have not, go to blackscoutfilms.com. It's the freaking great value. We spent a lot of time in it, and I'm going to train you in that video how to make your house a fortress in many ways and how to do many things. But you have to be able to protect your home. Also, this goes for your vehicle. I talk a lot about vehicle because most of the time bad things happen at home in your vehicle, okay, or around your vehicle. And those are your two things. One, that you should have stocked your vehicle, have a go bag in there, have mags, have food, water, batteries, comms, you name it. Have it on your person as well, right? But if you can't do these things, man, you've got work to do. You know, it's kind of like the saying, I love this saying, don't pray for an easy life, pray for strength to endure a difficult one. This came from the man, Bruce Lee. Being a man in 2025 means being hard to kill mentally, physically, and spiritually, because they're going after all those things. Mentally, they're trying to break you down. They're trying to show you pseudo porn on all the social media platforms. They are trying to break you down physically with all sort of chemicals and such, pharmaceuticals. They'll give you go to the doctor any reason, they're giving you some kind of pill. Spiritually, they're trying to break you down. They're attacking people spiritually, and because this is a spiritual battle, just to be honest with you. But that is in 2025 being hard to kill. It means training when it's inconvenient. A lot of people say, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't da. Train when it's inconvenient, when you're tired. I had 4 hours sleep last night. I could have went and took a nap today. I didn't. I went and got it in. I got it in, right? It means owning discomfort like it's a weapon. You have to become a weapon, because when the system fails, you're the last line. No one is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero. I talk about this all the time. Now, I do want to take a second and talk to you about something I built for you, not for clicks, not for hype, straight up because too many of my subscribers are telling me things like, I can't get to the gym, time, money, life's getting in the way. I get it. But that doesn't mean you stop becoming harder to kill, right? Every day you train is a little bit at a time. It's a little bit at a time. That's why I created this new system here. This is the Field Fit Combat Conditioning Kit, and no nonsense, no neon freaking colors like all the other band sets in the world. Combat ready resistant band system designed to go wherever the mission takes you. I don't care if you're deployed overseas, you're stuck behind a desk, you're driving a big rig across the country, or a stay-at-home mom getting after it during nap time. This kit is built to move with your life and train with purpose. This ain't that Amazon Basics influencer fluff, man. This is a stripped down, field ready gear you'd be proud to carry in your go bag. And don't let the fitness snobs fool you, because I hear it all the time. They say, oh, your body doesn't, they say, oh, you need to do this, you need that, you need to lift a barbell, dumbbell. Your body doesn't know what it's lifting. It doesn't know if it's lifting a barbell. It doesn't know if it's lifting its own body weight. It doesn't know if it's lifting a dumbbell, a machine, or a band. Resistance is resistance. If you train with intention, you build real muscle, period, real strength. I used bands back in the day when I couldn't afford a gym, and even now I still use them. I've got a full setup, but I still use bands. Why? Because they're convenient, they work, and this kit will help you build strength, mobility, muscle anytime, anywhere. So because of this, like I said, man, this thing was expensive for us to put together. But tactical colored bands, each band set has a carabiner, because what irritated me about my band sets is that you have one carabiner, and carabiners will fail. So every band set has a carabiner. You have 200 pounds of weight combined. You can put multiple on and very comfortable, strong, durable handle, right? The doorway piece comes with it. You can put in a doorway so you can do chest press, back rows, and all those sort of things. Comes with a convenient carry bag. It comes with ankle straps. You can step on these things, do curls, do squats, you name it. But normally this is going to run $79, but I'm going to do a launch tonight for $59.99. That's just me being solid, doing you a solid, because I want you to get stronger. I want you to be resilient. I want you to be harder to kill. And that is my mission. That has been my mission this entirety of Black Scout Survival, is to make you harder to kill. And like I said, this kit was expensive for us to make. We're not making much money on it at all. Trust me. But let me bring this all home for you. I'm going to put the link down below for you to grab the kit. Get it, guys. Get it. Don't make excuses. Become harder to kill, guys. If the only time you got is 20 minutes a day just to hit these bands, man, do it. But let me bring this all home. An American student is dead because of borders, being wide open. Canada bans rifles and other firearms, then ships them off to a foreign war. Illegals are getting social security numbers, but you get red flag for buying a holster with your credit card. They say you're the problem. They say you're the threat, but we know better. You're not the threat. You're the solution. So build your body, sharpen your mind, train like your life depends on it, because one day it just might. Remember to stay armed, stay dangerous, because they sure as hell don't want you to be. Anyway, guys, stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Black Scout out.